joined this evening by Michael Spurgeon, the Broken Arrow City Manager, and tomorrow is a big day for you, sir. You got the State of the City happening. Are you excited? Do you like doing this State of the City address each year?
Skylar, how you doing, my friend? I can tell you that this is the most wonderful time of the year for the obvious reasons. It's Christmas, but I can tell you is that I get pretty jazzed up to think about having the opportunity to talk about all the great things and give an annual report to the Chamber of Commerce members on all the wonderful things that have been happening to our city.
So it happens a little bit after noon tomorrow. It will be live streamed, so if people want to watch on Facebook or such, they can do it there. Can you give us a little bit of a preview? What kind of themes are you thinking of, or what will you be talking about tomorrow?
Well, every year I try to think about something that I think has happened this year that would create that theme. And there has been so much success that's happened this year, and I really think that the two things I'm going to want to highlight tomorrow is, first and foremost, all the partnerships and the recognition of all the different individuals and entities that have had something to do with Broken Arrow success. And there are a lot, whether it's state officials, whether it's a Chamber of Commerce, our school boards, our public school administrations. There's so many. And the second thing is to talk about something very important to our community, because we are a growing community, and that is the importance of economic development and how well our team is working together to promote the private investment that is needed to grow our economy and create revenues for additional public improvements to maintain a great quality of life that we have here.
Those two things do seem to make a lot of sense. And just even you look at the last several months in our conversations here every Tuesday, partnerships and economic development. You've talked about working with the different tribes and different folks around town and business owners. Also, when you look at economic development, I'm just personally, as someone who lives in BA, I think about the new things there are to do in town. So you guys are growing up New Orleans Square there at New Orleans and Elm. You're looking at always expanding and modernizing the Rose District and continuing that growth, which has been going on for 10 years now. And there's the things we've been talking about down south with the areas on Aspen too, right there by the Creek Turnpike. So there's quite a bit to touch on, I believe.
Well, there is. Generally speaking, as you look at the wealth of a community, is when I started back in 2015, our assessed value was around $750 million. And this past August, it came in at over $1.1 billion. So there's been over $250 million of additional private investment that's been made in our community in the last 7 years, which is a perfect example of the confidence of the public sector, whether it's in the housing market, the retail commercial, the expansion of existing businesses or new businesses. The private sector, the people that actually drive your economy, believe that Broken Arrow is a great investment. Sales tax is up slightly, so I'm going to be able to report that. But to me, it's really about confidence and about creating an environment for the private sector where they believe that they can get a return on their investment, and that return on investment could be in the form of high-paying jobs for our professionals, expanding upon the existing great industries that we have in the community, and that wealth creates so many opportunities to be distributed amongst the community, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about that tomorrow.
I think everybody can relate to, when they think about their jobs or their lives in general, the ups and the downs, the pros and the cons, if you will, and the the good times and the bad. Will you talk about challenges going into 2023 as well?
Yeah, we've got challenges. I mean, it's not all rainbows and unicorns in Broken Arrow. Like any other community, I mean, we have a growing community. We've got challenges. And what's really cool about the fact that we have these challenges is that we have a great city council that rolls their sleeves up every single day. We have a great leadership team, and we have community partners that are going to help us resolve these challenges. I mean, and you know this because we've talked about it, traffic. We have major plans for road improvements and road widenings, but we have two intersections in our community, Lynn Lane and Highway 51 and Elm Place and Highway 51, that need to be reconfigured. And both of those projects are over $30 million. So those are significant. Secondly, solid waste. I mean, obviously that, doesn't matter what the economy is, the trash gets put out every single day, every once a week for here in Broken Arrow. And so having plans to reduce the amount of time our trucks transport waste to West Tulsa. So we're going to be looking at possibly the need for a regional transfer station to partner with other communities. That's a problem. One of the other problems that we need to focus on is ensuring that we have enough resources to pay for the great services we provide. So looking at our tax structure and working with the legislature to make sure they understand that, right now we don't have access to property taxes to help pay for city services. And so we're heavily dependent upon sales tax. So trying to grow our economy means we need to ensure that we either get existing businesses that sell goods to grow, or to bring more opportunities to shop local. And so there's a lot of things that we have to keep working on every single day. And that's why economic development is so important.
All right, Michael, I know you've got a long speech tomorrow, so we'll let you rest your voice and take the rest of the evening off here. I do want to say before we go, though, if you see any of those, you mentioned the solid waste guys and anyone who works in that department, say thank you to them for me, because I was up this morning throwing my hood on and the raincoat to rush the cans out to the curb, only to realize they're probably in this all day long when it was just pouring rain this morning. So thank them for what they do.
I will. I'll talk to Director Jerry Schuber in the morning and let him know. They do an amazing job, and I am going to recognize their efforts. I'm so excited about tomorrow, and I just want to let everyone know that if you can't be there, then we're going to live stream it, and you'll be able to see it on our Facebook page or our website. So I appreciate your partnership, and I look forward to talking to you next week.
The State of the City address with that guy right there, Michael Spurgeon, the Broken Arrow City Manager. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Take care, my friend. Happy rest of the week.